Have you ever wondered why some people seem to live a long, healthy life with barely a health problem, while others, even those who eat well and stay active, suddenly face a serious illness like a stroke? One important reason is something we cannot see or feel: our genetic makeup. Yes, strokes can be influenced by inherited factors passed down from our parents or grandparents. And that means, for some of us, the risk is already quietly written into our DNA. But having a family history of stroke doesn't mean you are powerless. In fact, the sooner you understand your personal risk, the more you can do to protect yourself. Today, I want to talk with you about strokes that are linked to genetics, and more importantly, what steps you can take to lower your risk. If you find this message helpful, please remember to subscribe to the channel so I can keep bringing you clear, reliable health information made especially for older adults. Genetics can influence stroke risk in several ways. You might inherit conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or a tendency for your blood to clot more easily. Sometimes, the genetic link is obvious. Perhaps your father had a stroke at 65, or your mother had one even earlier. Other times, it's less clear, but the risk still runs in the family. Even if you've lived a healthy life, your body may still carry certain traits that make your blood vessels more vulnerable or your heart more likely to develop irregular rhythms, like atrial fibrillation, which can lead to a stroke. For older adults, understanding family history is critical. If you have close relatives, parents, siblings who have suffered from a stroke or serious heart problems, your own risk is higher. But here's the important part: genetics may load the gun, but lifestyle choices often pull the trigger. That means, while you can't change the genes you were born with, you can change how they affect you by controlling other risk factors. I've seen many patients who came to me worried because multiple members of their family had strokes. Some believed it was only a matter of time for them, but when we worked together to manage blood pressure, maintain a healthy weight, improve diet, and stay active, their health outcomes changed dramatically. Even with a strong family history, many of them lived for decades without experiencing a stroke. One thing I encourage everyone to do, especially if you're over 60, is to have regular checkups that include blood pressure monitoring, cholesterol testing, and, if recommended, screenings for heart rhythm problems. Knowing your numbers gives you a head start. It's like driving a car with a dashboard. You can see when something is wrong and fix it before it becomes dangerous. Without these checkups, you're driving blind, and that's a risk you don't want to take. Lifestyle changes make a huge difference, even for those with genetic risks. Reducing salt helps keep blood pressure under control. Eating more fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein supports healthier arteries. Staying active improves circulation and keeps your heart strong. And quitting smoking, if you smoke, is one of the most powerful ways to protect your brain and blood vessels. I remember one patient, a woman in her early 70s, whose mother and two brothers had suffered strokes. She was understandably frightened, but instead of letting fear take over, she decided to act. She began walking every morning, switched to a diet lower in processed foods, and took her blood pressure medication exactly as prescribed. 10 years later, she's still healthy, independent, and enjoying life with her grandchildren. Her story is a reminder that your genes are not your destiny. If you have a family history of stroke, talk to your doctor about your personal risk. Ask what screenings you might need and what specific lifestyle changes would benefit you most. Every small step you take, from eating a healthier breakfast to taking a short daily walk, is a step away from that risk and toward a longer, healthier life. So, if you're listening now, think about your family history. Has anyone close to you had a stroke? What can you do today to reduce your chances of becoming the next in line? Remember, awareness is the first step, action is the second, and persistence is what keeps you safe. And if this message has been helpful to you, please subscribe to the channel so we can continue learning together and building habits that protect our health for years to come.